In the annals of history, one name echoes louder than most: Rome. From a simple village along the Tiber River to an empire that ruled the world, this is the story of ambition, blood, genius, betrayal, and collapse. Welcome to the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. Our story begins in legend, with Romulus and Remus, twin brothers raised by a she-wolf in the wilds of Italy. In 753 BC, Romulus founded a city that would one day command the earth. He named it Rome. What followed was the Roman kingdom, ruled by a line of kings. They gave Rome its first laws, its religion, and its army. But kings grow greedy, and tyranny sparked rebellion. In 509 BC, the Romans overthrew their king and gave birth to something the world had never seen: a republic. The Roman Republic was a daring experiment, ruled by the people through elected consuls and senators. Yet Rome was always at war. Neighboring tribes challenged its power: the Etruscans, the Samnites, the Gauls. Rome won, again and again, forging a war machine unlike any before. Discipline, training, and iron resolve made Roman legions feared across the land. Soon, all of Italy was under Roman rule. But the real test came across the sea, in Carthage. Rome's greatest enemy was a mighty city on the coast of North Africa, Carthage. In the First Punic War, Rome gained control of Sicily, its first overseas province. But in the Second Punic War, Carthaginian general Hannibal did the unthinkable. He crossed the Alps with elephants and devastated the Roman heartland. Yet Rome refused to fall. With grit and sacrifice, they eventually crushed Carthage's forces. In the Third Punic War, Rome destroyed Carthage entirely, leveling the city, enslaving its people, and claiming total control of the western Mediterranean. But conquest brought wealth and corruption. The Senate became dominated by the rich. The poor grew restless. Generals like Marius, Sulla, and Pompey turned armies into personal tools of power. Amid this chaos rose a new kind of leader, Julius Caesar. A brilliant general and politician, Caesar crossed the Rubicon in 49 BC, defying the Senate and igniting civil war. Victorious, he declared himself dictator for life. But in 44 BC, the knives came out. Caesar was assassinated by senators, including his friend Brutus. Rome wept, and the Republic died with him. Out of the ashes of the Republic rose Caesar's heir, Octavian. After years of war, Octavian defeated Mark Antony and Cleopatra at the Battle of Actium. In 27 BC, the Senate named him Augustus, Rome's first emperor. The Roman Empire was born. Under Augustus, Rome entered a golden age. Rome ruled over 70 million people, more than any empire before it. Emperors like Trajan, Hadrian, and Marcus Aurelius expanded Rome's borders and refined its rule. From the sands of Egypt to the forests of Germania, Rome brought order and grandeur. The Colosseum hosted deadly games. Philosophers wrote timeless texts. Latin became the language of empire. But power is a fragile thing. With Marcus Aurelius's death in 180 AD, Rome's stability began to crumble. His son, Commodus, ruled as a mad emperor, and a century of chaos followed. Civil war, plagues, and economic collapse shredded the empire's strength. Emperors rose and fell in rapid succession, some ruling for days before being assassinated. The empire split in two, east and west, in a desperate move to survive. In the early 300s, a new force swept through Rome, Christianity. Once a persecuted faith, it became the empire's lifeblood under Emperor Constantine. He moved the capital east to Byzantium, later called Constantinople. But while the east grew strong, the west grew weak. Germanic tribes, Visigoths, Vandals, Franks, pushed at Rome's gates. In 410 AD, the unthinkable happened. Rome was sacked by the Visigoths. Invasion followed invasion. The Western Empire, drained and broken, could not hold. One by one, its territories fell away. In 476 AD, the last Western Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was overthrown. The Western Roman Empire was dead. But the East, the Byzantine Empire, would survive for another 1,000 years. Rome, the city, faded, but Rome, the idea, lived on. In law, in language, in culture, in dream. Rome rose with ambition. It conquered with discipline. It fell with pride. But it never truly died. Its roads, ideas, and memory still shape our world. Thank you for joining this journey through the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. Subscribe for more epic history stories where the past lives again.